forfeited. Oh, no. People are in. We should get a real knife round. I mean, if yours is a forfeit, I would recommend checking out some of the other games because there are other good ones tonight. Dice has gosh, name slipped out of my head. Either way, the teams are going to have a proper knife round. Or not. Not a proper knife round. Playing for fun, take the knife round. Let's get into the game. See you in the server. All right, just waiting for the... Oh, looks like we do have the sides chosen. Really quick, I'm going to check on the season finals. Yeah, it looks like Bonamont, yours is a forfeit. Honestly, take the Dice versus Five Fellas game. Dice have Brett, and that should be a really fun one to watch. With that being said, we get into the game with Nomadic Tactics on the T side and playing for fun over toward the CT side. I wonder if the first face will be a Dren. You know what? When Nomadic Tactics get to the CT side and I get a chance to use that line and clip it, I'm absolutely going to. If we get a cold Zera play on Mirage in 2026, you bet your ass I'm clipping that. It's going to be so good, but it's Spongy positioned over here by White Van, falls back, going to allow a Dren to take the first contact and swings out himself, but it's both of the defenders aved into the floor. Peter looking for his own licks in, but it's not going to be enough as Mugabon will clean up playing for fun. And Nomadic Tactics take the pistol. You bet your booty I'm going to be watching that B-bomb site like a hawk. It's going to be so good. I guess I should change this from playoffs to finals on the HUD. Well, going to be a B play to start off round number 2. The anti-eco full force in from playing for fun and good damage dealt by the bomb, or by the nade, but it's not going to be enough to stop the side of Nomadic Tactics. Again, huge damage being dealt. Peter putting out the tags on the scout. These 5-7s definitely in a position to maybe do some real damage. MP9 dropped out of Marketplace and RDN shredded up, leaving Red Dot and Mugabon as the last two players on the site. Another trade. Red Dot low on ammo. One bullet left, and it's going to be Peter to put the shot right through. Playing for fun, trade the force buy back. And that's really what you're going to be expecting of players with so much experience and skill and expertise, right? They're playing for fun, they're sitting in open, but it's definitely, at least in North America, it's a team that is capable of main, advanced, or even higher. So the idea of being called playing for fun is a very North America ESEA beer league idea, but you never know. You never know where life will take you. Sometimes it's like, you know, it's summer, it's hot, I want to stay inside and play video games. Or it's winter, it's cold, I want to stay inside and play video games. And that's playing for fun, essentially. Aiza opening duel versus Red Dot. Easily wins that with the FAMAS versus the pistol. There is a hero AK onto Temka. Something that playing for fun do need to be wary of as they continue to pick apart this attack. Temka gonna get over toward the B-bomb site, bringing the bomb. So Mugabon just trying to keep some defenders over on A, and make things easier for his teammate. The damage, though, is going to force him back down ramp. And he'll summon in Temka. So the 2 players with 50 seconds left are going to try and test their luck on A, but already Mugabon deleted. Temka with the trade onto Adren. With 4 versus 1. It's a very wishful round, and the wish will be granted for death. He's playing for fun. Round up another. Well, that's some damage early on. I think Temka got team knifed by somebody out of spawn, and there's 3 rifles in mid for playing for fun. They're not looking to allow any tiny amount of space taken for Nomadic Tactics. The nade's doing so much work as well. A double dunk onto these mid players. Nomadic Tactics just forced into a smaller and smaller box. The Deagles not really giving them any opportunities. Although, I mean, you keep pushing the Deagles and the Fangs will come out. 2 kills for Nomadic Tactics, and we head to the first full buy of the game. See, the problem with this game is if Nomadic Tactics don't get many rounds on the T side, they won't have time to build up cash to buy the op on the CT side to go for the Cold Zera play. So we'll have to see what they have in store for us, because obviously playing for fun are they're aggressive and they're playing for keeps as well. However, this time they've offered up mid with no challenge. So Nomadic Tactics more than happy to take that full control. Spongy might get caught on the backstab. Temka in through windows. Still not a lot of movement from Nomadic. They haven't quite figured out the positions that playing for fun is holding, so they're not interested in risking anything too terribly early. Temka, oh my goodness. The timing in mid, in window. He's like ships in the night. Spongy gonna take the peek over towards Cat, but the smoke in his way not going to allow him any opportunities. So it's Peter lined up and ready. First player is gonna be Mugabon. Hits the ground. Second shot goes wide on the huge wide peak, but Spongy more than happy to take the aggro over by Cat. And that'll leave RDN last alive in a 1 versus 5 with 25 seconds, no bomb, and barely any hope left as the HP is ripped away. Playing for fun, 4-1. Playing to fun, 11-1. I mean, the last game I watched of playing for fun was an 11-1 T side on Inferno. Then they decided to let themselves get a little silly, and things looked a little bit suspicious. It was like, it ended up at like a 13-6. So we'll see if they let their guard down against Nomadic Tactics. Don't know that it's going to be the case. Good deagle for Red Dot. And now the players lined up on Connector, and Adren is more than happy to reenact what happened to him on the CT side so many years ago. I'm just going to keep referencing that because it's funny to me. Now, Heiza going to take the early initiative over towards Cat, all the way inside of this smoke. This could be very dangerous for Nomadic Tactics. They do find Wolfie over by ramp, but Adren absolutely able to get that trade, and even the presence of Heiza is going to be enough to force these Nomadic players back. NXR didn't get the memo. So it's just a pile driver of kills going the way of playing for fun. 3 versus 2 now, but the A-bomb site left undefended, or under-defended. The op of Peter could rotate in through jungle, and he will take the eyes over toward Palace. Smoke gonna force him to reposition. He's not gonna have a whole lot of help is just off on an island by himself as Nomadic Tactics start to take space over towards the A-bomb site. RDN already on the plant site itself as... Oh, he's going in with the bomb. This is a little bit risky. Loses red dot over towards CT, so now he knows the op is there. Takes the peek. Headshot onto Spongy, but he's going to need a whole heck of a lot more. A couple of good peeks, and it could be the end here. Triple kill to close things out for RDN as Nomadic Tactics double their rounds on the T side. RDN baiting out his teammate. Definitely something you're going to be having words later on, but he won the round. Meanwhile, playing for fun have plenty of money left in the bank accounts. So they're all too able to buy right back up again. Ops ring out at the start of the round and no one dies. Nades, on the other hand, are another story. Wolfie down to 42 HP. Flash flies in. Heiza looking for some early aggression. You can tell he's feeling bloodthirsty. He's on the 2 and 4 so far. He's the only one on his team that has more deaths than kills. And he's been playing some high-risk positions as well, so it does make sense that he's dying pretty early into the rounds. Nomadic Tactics will regroup, look for the mid to beat. Since not yet have they found a pick onto playing for fun, the decoy in mid is going to allow them to obtain a little bit of space as well. Flash into connector, response. Just util flying back and forth, and Wolfie getting into position to try and slice through these Nomadic Tactics players. Temka, though, first in. The headshot comes through. Good response out of Heiza. A kill of his own. Evens things out at 2 or 3, but Adren off of Cat. Going to make sure that nothing for Nomadic Tactics can enter in, but the AWP not going to be expected. 2 versus 2, and Peter just burns to death in the Molotov onto CT, leaving Spongy all alone. Red dot deleted. And down to the 1 versus 1, but Mogaban knows where he is. Maybe not. He's looking around as if he doesn't know the position, but he will go unchecked as Spongy, looking towards ramp, will fall to the AK. And Nomadic Tactics start to shore up this gap. 3 to 5. One more buy in the cards for playing for fun. Now on the middling loss bonus of, I think, 2 rounds. Heiza once again going to take the early play towards mid. Just waiting for someone on Nomadic Tactics to peek him. He's like, I got this. I am hitting the jump. No one wants to be there. Look at how far back Nomadic Tactics are playing. You've got NXR as the only player here. Knows that playing for fun have been charging down Valley round after round. Really been getting in the faces of Nomadic Tactics, so they don't see anything early. That's when they take the mid control, but this time will be an early play, and Peter deletes NXR from the server. early advantage toward playing for fun, and it will be quickly extended. Peter spots 2 in underpass. That's going to be calmed over to the team. Smoke to try and buy back this space, and it will work. Oh, it's going to be the B hit. Spongy going to have himself a nice little opportunity, but it's the early deletion on RDN. Temka looking for the trade, but Spongy has already made himself scarce. Down to 38 HP, but he's got plenty of help for this B-bomb site. So with the final seconds of the round ticking in, 15 remaining, I feel like this must be a save for Nomadic Tactics. That's all 5 alive for playing for fun, as they extend that lead, take back some of that ground.
Counter-terrorists win.
Well. Pistols once again for the Nomadic Tactics side. A Hero AK and a Hero Op, actually, as well. So, very disjointed buy from this T side. Possibly hoping to catch some of these CTs unaware or unexpected. Good catch on a Heiza, though. That's the pistol to get things rolling for Nomadic Tactics. Adren looking to punish, and he will. 2-for-1 trade onto these players trying to get active through mid. The rest of Nomadic Tactics now making their way up ramp onto the A-bomb site, but already Wolfie just cutting them down one at a time. Already 2. It's RDN left alone on the Deagle for the 1 versus 4, and with 55 seconds remaining, the only question is whether playing for fun will hunt so they don't have to wait, and they absolutely will. Peter down ramp erases RDN for the 7th round now on playing for fun. Now, 2 more rounds of pain on this T side for Nomadic Tactics. Adren early spot through the smoke, but the nade doing more damage than he took. This time, they're playing for fun, have not put down the early aggro that they've displayed from a lot of these previous rounds. So Nomadic Tactics very happy to be able to at least make their way in through connector. I like this position for RDN Palace. Means that this is going to be a 5 versus 3 on the A-bomb site. They've really done a good job of cutting off these extremities players from playing for fun. The only question is, can you deal with the players on site? And the answer is going to be an overwhelming no, as they are paved. They're melted out of the server. RDN, last player standing. Ooh, might just... Never mind. 2 kills are good, but they're not enough. Still, Heiza and Peter will draw breath. It's playing for fun. Make this one an 8-3 scoreline. One opportunity left for Nomadic Tactics. The hope is, though, that with 3 rounds, they're able to at least build enough of an economy to buy an op on the CT side. Because right now, it's looking like it's just going to be playing for fun, steamrolling them. It's already looking like it. Peter looking to take this fight on the underpass player, but the smoke will prevent it. One more into connector. Wolfie already boosted up over this, and easy headshot onto a slow-moving player. 4 versus 3. Nomadic Tactics will consider the B-bomb side instead. Spongy getting rotated into position as Wolfie with a trade onto that cat player. Ooh, RDN jumping through window. Gonna catch Peter off guard. It actually means that there's some real possibility of this B-bomb, of both bomb sites falling under siege. Ooh, Red Dot gonna be called back over to the A site. Adren sticks his head up. Shot misses, but the second volley of bullets off of this AK will connect, and Spongy, ever reliable, cleans this one up. 9-3 half for playing for fun. Rough start to things for Nomadic Tactics. They stack 3 over toward the B-bomb site and exchange some damage toward underpass. Temka the Beast is going to have a lot of responsibility on his shoulders and will go down in a blaze of glory. Ooh, I like the trade out of Red Dot, though. Trying to punish these underpass players, but keeping these beasts caged up is only making them more fierce, as the headshot onto Red Dot reduces the numbers for Nomadic Tactics. 2 versus 4. One saving grace, though, for Nomadic Tactics is the HP on playing for fun is quite low, as the headshot onto Wolfie reduces them down to 3. I'd actually say 137 health versus 209, or 109. So HP advantage to Nomadic Tactics as they go for this retake. An XR, first one in, peeks the bench player. Good kill, but Hyza with the trade onto RDN leaves an XR in the 1 versus 2. He does have a little bit more combined health, but 1 bullet either way will still be the answer. And playing for fun, secure it. Pistol round 10-3. That's going to be lots of weapons for playing for fun and not very much on the side of Nomadic Tactics. There's actually a little bit of a disjointed money. Interesting that Temka is down to 1050, but the rest of the team is holding a lot close to that $2,000 mark. These rifles more than happy to just hold the line and let the pistols peek and pop and pick. Well, good damage being done off of Red Dot, but not enough to clean up the kill. How's it going, Christmas? Welcome on in. We have the Unk Squad, the Old Guys Club, versus Nomadic Tactics, who, I'll be honest, I don't know too much about, but they're getting crushed. Spongy just looking for more money. MAC-10 in hand, and Wolfie's MP7 shreds through Mugaban for 11 on the side of playing for fun. And heartbreakingly, if Nomadic Tactics choose to play for the win here, they won't have the op. Which means we're not getting a Cold Zera play tonight. But, you know, Christmas, just doing what I do. Chilling, casting, yapping over the Counter-Strikes. Gotta love it. So the fun thing here is, while the UNC squad may not be the best shooters anymore, which, I mean, in their own respects, they still very much are solid shooters. They've played this game so much that the nades are not something they have to memorize, they're just something they have to refresh. And it's so much easier to refresh something once you've gained it as knowledge, that for playing for fun, a lot of this game is going to be just stepping into those old gamer pants, less than trying to fit into new pants. Now, good trade for Temka, trying to keep playing for fun honest. RDN looking for this player down ramp, but has he made a little bit too much noise because Peter is ready for him. And that's numbers once again for playing for fun. 4 versus 2 as they have their eyes set on that A-bomb site. Bomb will be planted. Red Dot taking some early fire damage. Can he at least get the kill? No, he's going to be denied even that. Good damage onto Peter, but the FAMAS in the 1 versus 4 is not what you're going to be happy with, and playing for fun will demonstrate that quite nicely. 12-3. It's looking like playing for fun are going to close this one out without a worry. No hint of a Cold Zera play on the side of Nomadic Tactics. Now Temka looking for this challenge down mid. The smoke, as it always does, will deny him the opportunity. Just early util flying around the map to start this one off. Dot maybe going to be in the right position, but the flash forces him away. Good damage coming in from Red Dot, though, and Temka able to take full advantage. That's a double kill and a repel on the side of Nomadic Tactics, sending playing for fun, scampering toward this B-bomb site and scampering toward their own graves. This is a position that has been the opposite direction many a time. But playing for fun, they get wiped out. 4 players surviving on the side of Nomadic Tactics. And the Cold Zera op play is still on the table. Lots of money on the side of playing for fun, though. Both in skins and in weapons. So they'll buy right back in like nothing happened. And instead of looking at that B-bomb site, instead, they'll go for a default over toward mid. Temka trying to spot these players in underpass, spots the nade flying out, but the smoke will deny him any ability to get involved. Playing for fun, just sectioning off these positions one at a time, enforcing their will on Nomadic Tactics. Not giving a single opportunity to hold nor defend. Nomadic Tactics forced to regroup and reposition. Well, this is a familiar one. NXR in through connector, but it's Hyza to open up things for playing for fun. Headshot for the round, and Spongy joining in. Already that A-bomb site is looking fairly weak. Good kills for Red Dot and Tenka to close the door in the face of playing for fun, but Peter not going to allow that. Down to the 2-on-2. 2-on-1. It's Peter all alone now. Temka and Red Dot holding desperately on to everything that they can for Nomadic Tactics. And playing for fun, that accursed round draws ever closer. This time, though, I think Adren has learned a lesson. Look at how the players are positioned around the map. Op is over toward the A-bomb site, and these B players actually have some real spacing, so... Playing for fun, not interested in repeating history. Ooh. Pistol Pop and Peter drops NXR to open up the round. A minute in. Op for Red Dot, looking for some punishment, but Heiza's got the AK in hand, and that Op is going to be shut down before it can take any more lives. Playing for fun now, trying to challenge this player in Sandwich. RDN, though, stands tall. 2 versus 3 now for playing for fun, but Heiza armed with that AWP, going to make sure that there's no route back into this site for Nomadic Tactics. Bomb actually going to go down here for Peter. Both of the Nomadic Tactics players going to try their luck in jungle. Heiza might have this lock, stock, and barrel. This close angle, and it's all she wrote. The crossfire is good. 1 for Peter, 1 for Heiza. Playing for fun. Secure Mirage 13-5.